welcome back to my channel. Not me filming this for the fourth time because I've messed up all the other times. Classic Caitlin, very classic. So today's video is just like a little more like aesthetic DIYs kind of thing because I had no ideas last week. So my favorite YouTuber is Generation DIY. So if you guys haven't checked her out, you totally should. She has like 2.5 million subscribers. She's like really successful. And I was just looking at her channel for like just some ideas, and I saw that she had a few like aesthetic DIY videos that people like, so I'm gonna try to do it here. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Caitlin. I do DIY videos every single week, and you should totally join because it's a lot of fun and you get to watch me being awkward. So definitely a plus. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so first up, we're going to be making a little DIY ombre sugar scrub. This is so much fun and it looks so pretty. Definitely summer vibes, if you know what I mean. So because I've made this multiple times, I didn't really measure anything. I will leave a recipe down below in case you guys want to look at it, but I just kind of eyeballed because I feel like I have a good idea of what I needed to do. So I got some coconut oil, which you can easily get from any like, you know, store like Trader Joe's or Safeway. So you take a few spoons of that and then a few spoons of sugar and then maybe vanilla extract or peppermint extract, whatever your like favorite extract is. Just mix it all in and mix for a couple minutes until it's this nice consistency. And then I put some into a bowl, and then I took some red extract, and this was the one that I put the most extract in. I'm kind of layering like darkest color to lightest color, so the first one I put in a few drops. Keep in mind that extract does go a far way, you only need a little bit. So I just put a little bit to color this one the most like pinkish out of all of them. So I just mixed it together for a few minutes until it's all combined in a pretty color that I liked. Then I took this clear container that I had and just basically packed it down there. You kind of want it to lay as flat as possible, so I just took a spoon and went around and just kept patting it down until there's this nice clean layer. And then basically I repeated that for I think like 3 or 4 more times. So with each little batch I made it lighter and lighter and lighter, and then the last one I just didn't add any extract at all. So basically I just took some extract and just mixed it all up, packed it in, and then did it again and again until I had a really nice ombre. Honestly, I think this would be a great gift, or just something you can make for yourself for the summer. It's so like watermelon-y-ish. Okay, so second up, I just made a little aesthetic DIY wall decor thing. I was walking with a friend and just saw like a frame on the side of the road and picked it up and brought it home. You know how it is, you just bring in random stuff home. It was black, which I don't really like as much, so I just took my white acrylic paint and then just a few layers throughout the day. I just put it on the top part and then I flipped it over and painted the bottom part until it was this nice little white color. Then I went ahead to my Google Photos and I found a few pictures that were like more vibey, if you know what I mean. Just the aesthetic that I like, pictures that I enjoy of fun memories that were already kind of in the vertical cropping, so I didn't have to like mess around with that. Then I just printed it out on photo paper and it looks super pretty. I just made sure like all the colors went together, so I stuck with like a more gray, pink, purplish theme. Printed that all out and cut them all out. It occurred to me later that if I had left more white space around each one, they would look more like Polaroids, but you know, the way I did it was fine. It looks cute just the same. So basically I took the cardboard backing that came with the picture frame. It was a little crusty because this is an old picture frame, but it works just fine because you won't even see it anyways. And then I also took a pink sheet of like construction paper and just kind of put it on top just so you don't see like the ugly cardboard in the background. And then I just took some clips I had lying around from the Dollar Tree, I think, and just put them onto the paper and then blue taped each picture onto the paper. I know, right? The clips actually don't have any practical use. They're literally there just to look like clips. I didn't even like string them onto anything. But I just thought it was just kind of a vibe, like a Visco Girl vibe, if you know what I mean. So yes, faking it all the way, using clips that don't even attach to anything. Yes, I do that all the time just because it's an aesthetic. So yeah, this turned out to be a very Visco Girl kind of thing. I didn't really have a spot for it immediately, but I'm sure I'll find some place in my room that fits. I gotta start like taking things down because I have just like too much in my room. So yeah, hopefully I can find a good spot for it. But you should totally try this because it's just really cute and it will lighten up any wall. Look at me advertising my own DIYs. Not working at all, but I try. For the last DIY, I just decided to do a two-tone scrunchie because honestly, scrunchies in general are just so aesthetic and fun to make, so to add like two fabrics is just even cuter. So basically, I took a long rectangle of white fabric and a long rectangle of pink fabric and smashed them together. First thing you want to do is sew them together, so make sure the sides that you want facing outwards in the end is facing together to begin with. I'm getting better at explaining that. Every time I explain it, it comes out kind of weird. So smash the good sides together, and then I just sewed all the way down. And then when you unfold it, it should look pretty good. You will also need a rubber band, so I am sacrificing this pink rubber band that kind of came out of nowhere. For some reason, I'm always losing rubber bands, so maybe that's a bad thing. So this is really hard to explain, but basically what you want to do is you have to sew the fabric around the rubber band. So basically thread part of the fabric through the rubber band and then kind of smash the other part of fabric on top of it and then sew a little, maybe like 2 inches, and then stop the machine and then just like thread some more of the fabric through the bottom and then just smash it back on top and sew like that. You can't really like do it all at once, so you kind of have to stop the machine, go a little, and then stop the machine. Again, just make sure, as always, the good side is facing inward. So you're basically creating a big giant tube around the rubber band. It will cinch up, of course. That is what's supposed to happen because it's a little scrunchy, so that's totally normal. Then you can take it off the machine and take a safety pin. This part is super satisfying. I just put it onto part of the scrunchie and then just flipped it inside out. Just shove the safety pin through in like on itself and then just like keep shoving it and then it'll turn inside out and it's super satisfying. Then to close up the end, this part always looks a little bit awkward. If someone has a better way, please share because I don't really know what the best way to do this is. But basically I just shove one of the tubes through the other one and just make a little line there and just sew it down. Looks a little awkward, so definitely there's a better way to do it. So I'll look it up after this, but that's what I did. And yeah, now I have a little vibey scrunchie along with the millions of other scrunchies I have. But you know, it's fine. I will always take a new scrunchie. So definitely if you have nothing to do and you got a sewing machine and scraps of fabric and like some rubber bands, just make a bunch of scrunchies and it's a totally fun thing to do. Okay, and my legs are screaming at me because I raced earlier and now I can't even sit on them anymore. They're just in so much pain. So I hope you guys have an amazing week. Be safe, do something fun, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye!